anywhere, and please take the empty with you.
I'll just leave the new one on the table.
Wait, please.
Anything else I can get for you, miss?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can. A new life. I need a new life, I think. Can you get me that?
Pardon?
What, is it not on the menu? I suppose not. Well then, I think the least you can do is have a drink with me. I hate to drink alone. Hate being alone, really.
Thank you, ma'am, but no, the staff is not allowed to drink with our guests. Sorry.
Ah, but stealing their jewelry is okay.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, please. We both know you have my necklace and ring in your pocket, so don't play games. It's a waste of time. And quite frankly, I'm not going to need things anymore anyway. But since a new life isn't being offered, I think the least you can do is sit. Have a drink. Keeps me from thinking too much. One drink, and I won't call the authorities.
How do I know that?
You'll just have to trust me now, won't you? It's an agreement of sorts. Come in, sit down. I'm a woman of my word.
Okay, one drink, and then I'll be on my way. But who's to say you won't call my boss as soon as I leave?
Look at me. Do you really think I care about the jewelry? Trinkets, even very expensive ones, are not what I need. What I need at the moment is some honest conversation with another human being. And you, given your boldness and sticky fingers, are nominated.
So, what makes you think I can do honest conversation?
Well, part of my job is to read people, to sell them on whatever my clients are selling. Even though you're a thief, I think honesty, at least in conversation with a stranger, is within your capabilities.
Okay then. So, why do you want a new life? Seems like you have a fine one right here.
Fine one, huh? Really? What do you know about it?
Well, I know you're staying in an expensive hotel. You've just ordered a very expensive bottle of scotch, and you have some nice things here. I have a pretty good eye for these things, so money is not a problem.
Money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah, it's said by all who have it. Never having been rich, I wouldn't know. Wouldn't mind trying it for a change, though.
I've worked for all I have. Trust me, it doesn't come without some sacrifice. And your sideline occupation here, is this your way to riches?
Well, it pays better than tips, that's for sure.
What's your name?
My name? Why?
Well, I'm not asking for ID here, simply a name.
Evan. My name is Evan.
Claire.
So, what's wrong with the old life, Claire? Must be pretty bad. That's some strong stuff you have on the nightstand. Planning on checking out tonight?
Oh,
permanently?
No, it's not what you're thinking. I've had that prescription for a long time. I just haven't been sleeping well the past few months.
And I thought we were being honest here.
Okay. It's not like going to sleep forever hasn't crossed my mind tonight, okay? I'm just trying to understand how my life fell apart, you know? Trust me, Evan, life is good at, how old are you, 26?
22.
At 22, life is grand. And it goes by fast. And all of a sudden you're 40 or 50. And the house is too large to find each other in. And your partner finds a brand new life with some lovely twit of a girl, half your age. Half his age, for God's sake. Oh, please, silly man. Does he really think a girl like that would be interested in him if he worked minimum wage for the city? Seriously. Divorce papers, today, in my briefcase. I'm going off on this business trip this morning. He hands me the case. Here, honey, have a nice time. And then, in the middle of my presentation, in the middle of my big presentation to the biggest clients Clancy and Sloan have ever had, I pull out this.
He didn't even have the decency to tell you? Face to face? What a schmuck.
Schmuck. Yeah, a good word. Bruce Middleton, the schmuck. In our yearbook, that's what I'm sure it said under his picture. Bruce Middleton, most likely to become a schmuck. That's what he is. That's who I married. He was so, damn it, he was my schmuck.
So you knew about this other woman?
Oh, of course I knew. I'm not stupid. Maybe I am, though, because I thought it was just a phase, you know? I thought midlife crisis. Thought it would blow over. Not in like this. Okay, let's not talk about it. What about you? Wife? Girlfriend?
Yeah, a girlfriend. We've been together for a year now.
Does she know about your preoccupation with other people's things?
I think she suspects it, yeah, that I'm not just a waiter.
Suspects? I take it she wouldn't approve.
No, she wouldn't approve at all. She's a righteous girl, thinks I work real hard and am paying my way through school, which I kind of am.
School? College?
I can go to school, you know. Nothing wrong with improving myself.
Oh, absolutely not. So the financial aid program wasn't available to you? That's quite an unusual method you've chosen of raising tuition fees.
Could we possibly get off the subject of me, please?
Talking about your issues is far safer than talking about mine. At least when we talk about you, I'm not going to break down. Another drink?
Issues? Well, I have no issues. My life is great, just great. I have this fabulous job here with a boss that just loves me. Such rewarding work, really, bringing food and booze to the Hollywood jet set. Then I ride the bus an hour home to my closet of an apartment that I barely make rent on. It's perfect, really. Just so you know, I'm not doing this forever, this whole stealing thing. It's just a little something extra to help out now and then.
But it's not just the money, is it? You like the thrill of it. The adrenaline rush it gives you when you get away with something.
I suppose, yeah, it's a rush, but it's also a kind of payback. Most of the snobs staying here treat us like we're specks of lint on their tuxedos, almost as though we were created just to serve. It's not like we're people or anything.
Come on, we're not that bad.
Well, not you, obviously, but most, yeah. Do you know what it's like to be invisible? It's not fun.
But stealing from people, even these people, what if you get caught?
I won't get caught.
Excuse me, but you did. Tonight, in fact. Which is why you're here drinking with me rather than delivering hamburgers from room 1218 or whatever.
Oh, drinking with you is better than being hauled downtown in the back of a police car. If you keep to our agreement, then you won't turn me in. So how do you know I won't do something drastic? You're taking quite a risk here, drinking with a total stranger.
But you're not a stranger, are you? Not anymore. And a risk is only a risk if you have something to lose. I have nothing.
That's not true. You have a job you're good at, you're successful, so your husband's an idiot. That's not your fault.
You think he's an idiot?
Well, you seem pretty together for a crazy drunk chick, and you're attractive. I mean,
For my age?
I wasn't going to say that.
First of all, I am not drunk. Tipsy maybe, but not drunk. And second, of course you were going to say that. Come on, it's highly unlikely that we'll ever see each other again, so at the very least, we could be honest here. That was our agreement, wasn't it? Honest conversation. I think I'm getting quite drunk.
Miss Middleton! Miss Middleton, it's the room service manager.
Oh shit, that's my boss! I'm gonna get fired. I need to get out of here.
Miss Middleton, is everything all right?
Yes, everything's fine. One moment.
Stop! Ow! I need to get out of here.
Yes.
Miss Middleton, you ordered room service and we haven't seen our waiter. I see your order has been delivered.
Oh, yes, a very nice young man.
Well, all right. I just wondered if... I see 2 glasses. Do you have a guest?
No. Well, yes. Yes, I do. And why is this your concern? Really, what is your name, sir? I intend to report this invasion of privacy to the head guy, whatever.
Oh, Matt, no need. I do apologize for disturbing you. Apparently, our waiter is not here.
Why on earth would he be here? Honestly, if you cannot keep track of your of your waiters, I don't know what to say at this hotel.
Really, Miss Middleton? I do apologize. So sorry to disturb you and your guest.
Good night. What an idiot.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I should probably be going. Are you going to be okay here?
You're right. You should go. You don't want to lose this fabulous job, do you?
No. But really, no. I mean, the job doesn't matter. I can get another job. It's just, I think you need some sleep. You'll feel better in the morning.
Oh, no, I won't. I think I'm going to have a huge hangover when I wake up.
Yeah, well, better than not waking up at all, though, right? I mean, it seems like what you wanted is right here. You know, sign those papers, be rid of that schmuck, and just start your new life. You have a lot going for you, and who needs an idiot like Bruce, anyway?
I do. I'm not getting any younger. I need someone. I don't want to be alone the rest of my
Who
life.
says you're going to be alone for the rest of your life? If you can talk me into staying here and having drinks with you instead of stealing your stuff, I think you're going to find someone. Someone who's not a total ass. Someone who really appreciates you. But you're not going to find him with that. Or these.
Yes. Yes, I know. You're right. You know, Evan, I'm not the only one that has a lot going for them, me. What about you? The next person who catches you may not be a crazy drunk chick. You could lose everything. Your job, your girlfriend, your life even if you steal from the wrong person.
Do you actually care, Claire, about what happens to me? Why should you? I was stealing your stuff.
Do you care if I decide to take that whole bottle of pills or not? Yes, I think so. I think somewhere deep down we do care. But we'll just keep that between us, okay? Go to school. Become whatever the hell you're trying to be. What is that anyway? What are you studying?
Psychology. Thought of being a counselor.
A counselor. Perfect. Of course. Hey, wait. Culture pearls and a platinum diamond clasp, and the ring is 3/4 carat. You're right, you do have a good eye. I'm sorry I don't have cash for a tip, but I figured this will get you a couple of semesters at the local college.
Seriously?
Seriously, take them. You know, give the ring to your girl if you want to. You probably saved my life tonight. It's the least I can do.
I don't know what to say, but thanks. And thanks for the honest conversation.
Honest conversation and a new life.
bitch had a gun! Barely got away. Did you see that?
Good evening.
Did you see that? She could have killed me.
See what?
You didn't see anything? You didn't hear anything? Hello?
Hello, George.
Oh, God. You didn't see anything, my ass. Unbelievable. What is this? Bus stop? Are you waiting for a bus?
Aren't you?
No, I'm not waiting for a bus. I'll call. Get a ride.
How nice. Call and someone comes for you. Call any hour and they come. Never mind the wet and the cold.
What the hell's the matter with you? Jeannie? No. Helen. Yeah, Helen. She gets off about now.
Must be nice to have so many admirers.
I don't recall asking your opinion.
I don't have an opinion.
Damn. Hey, got a smoke?
Nope.
How about a cell phone? I need to make a call.
No bars over my head.
Smart ass. Can't see shit. Damn rain. There's gotta be a payphone. There's gotta be something open around here.
Not around here.
Great.
Nervous?
I don't get nervous. I get mad. I get even. Why would I be nervous?
Shouldn't you be? Under the circumstances.
What do you know about my circumstances?
Married?
None of your business.
That wasn't a question. It was a circumstance.
Crazy fool. Just want to be gone when she gets back.
She's coming back? That was a question.
Of course she's coming back. When she calms down, cooing and kissing ass. She always comes back. What else can she do? Nothing.
There once was an elf phone who tried to use the telephone.
You're a crazy bastard, aren't you?
He got his trunk tangled in the telehump.
Just shut the hell up.
The bus will be nice. The windshield wipers, the glow of the light inside, the whoosh of the door opening, familiar things.
I told you, I'm not taking the bus. I never take buses. Seats smell like wet dogs. People sleeping with their mouths open. It's disgusting.
Hole in your coat?
Yeah. Cigarette burn. Wine stain. What a freaking mess.
Quite a night.
Yeah, well, it had potential until she showed up. Who the fuck is she to follow me?
Inquiring minds.
Bitch better put her head back in the sand. It stopped. Hey, what time is it? How often these stupid buses come anyway?
What difference does it make?
Well, for starters, if the bus comes, you might get on it. Do you have the time or don't you?
I have all the time you need.
Jesus.
Do you want to pray?
Oh, I see. You're one of those.
Pardon me?
You people toting around a Bible, passing judgment.
No Bible here. You're afraid of judgment.
If you're the one doing the judging, I'm not worried.
Truth. Unalterable truth. Like the face of a diamond. Scream and scratch it, you can't change a single facet.
Well, aren't you clever? More like pathetic. What a crock. A few minutes on Earth. Man's existence. One man's life in a blink. I should worry about good or evil? I'm a goddamn blink. Tell me, how do you judge a blink?
Quite a theory.
I don't mean to burst your bubble or rain on your parade, dampen your spirit. Whew. It's cold. She better stay the hell away from me tonight. Wants to know why I screw around. Stupid cow. That's what's wrong with her. Mad cow disease. Do you have a watch or not?
No.
You gotta have a watch. How can you wait for a bus if you don't know what time it is?
The bus always comes, sooner or later.
The bus to where? Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. The more he tried to get free, the louder buzzed the telefeed.
I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be as crazy as you.
I feel I better drop the song of Ella Hunk and tell along.
Stupid rain. I can't see anything. Maybe I can catch a cab. I'm sure you'll be a really big help there too, huh?
Never seen a cab around here.
Oh, I see. This is just your hangout. Place where you pass the time. Fiddling with your umbrella. Passing out candy to kids. Maybe recruiting them to help you find your lost puppy. Sorry. You know what? This isn't getting us anyway. Listen, let me borrow your umbrella. I can get down to the curb, maybe get my bearings, flag something down.
There's nothing. Do you see any lights? Do you hear anything? Nothing.
You gonna let me see your goddamn umbrella or not?
Not.
I see. You're worried I won't come back with your umbrella and you'll have to find something else to fiddle with.
No worries. You have to come back.
I don't have to do anything, but I'll bring back your umbrella.
You cheat on your wife, but you return my umbrella. Now that's unbelievable.
Just give it to me. Who in the hell are you?
Wait for the bus.
I'm not taking the bus. I hate this dark. Why is it so bright in here? That's why we can't see anything. It's too damn bright in here. I don't like it when you can't tell who might be watching you. Where's this light coming from?
Lit from within, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't. I'm screwed. She'll be able to spot me a mile off.
She'll have to be fast. A blink, and you're gone.
Where's the bench? I thought bus stops had benches.
There are rows of seats in the bus.
Screw the bus. Are you for real?
As I was going up the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. I wish he'd stay away.
Just stop with your umbrella, all right? What did I do to deserve this? You know what I want?
Your lost cow back? Your cash cow, I presume?
How? Never mind. With my life. What I want with my life.
Your life?
Yeah, my life. I got time. Gonna make some changes. Obviously, there are some problems with the way things are going.
Pretend I care and tell me.
What's coming to me? That's all. What's mine? I work hard all my life, and what do I get?
What you deserve.
No.
That wasn't a question, it was an answer. Give and take, yin and yang.
Everybody wants something. Everybody wants a piece of your commitment. There's never enough. They want your time, they want your money, they want you to fix some goddamn thing, make them happy. No more, man. From now on, it's all about me. Drink a little, laugh a little, no kids. Too hard to jump a train when you got kids. What do you think? Works for me.
Don't let the train hit you in the ass.
Go ahead. Go ahead and mock me. You're a real whack job, you know that? Shh! Be quiet! Do you hear that?
No.
Now listen! Do you hear that? Sounds like a truck. Beeping. Like a truck backing up. Where is it? I can hear it. I'm going for it. I wish I could say it's been nice talking to you. I'm out. Screw your umbrella.
I'll be counting the moments. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're back.
Oh my God. There's nothing.
Is this your way of cooing and kissing ass?
How can there be nothing? Answer me.
I'll sing you a poem of a silly young king who loved only one single thing.
Go to hell.
After you.
Find it?
Left it in the CD store. I misplace everything lately.
Oh, you always have. Still the absent-minded professor.
Look, I come like Cassandra with a fig leaf in my hand. Try to remember. Plant a radish, get a radish. The Fantastics?
Never saw it.
You never saw the Fantastics.
I never saw it, Ted. You probably saw it with Jamie.
You never saw it. You never rehearsed a 5-minute death scene. Arrow in the heart. Falling over furniture. Rising up to fall again. Die again, Mortimer!
Oh my God, that's right. Was that the Fantastics? I've forgotten. Ted, that must have been 25 years ago.
36. We're getting old.
The mind's the first thing to go.
Not the first. Trust me. Of course, you're a lot older than I am now.
Oh, still 3 years younger. Always the younger woman.
Well, until you turn 50. After that, women age like what? 7 years for everyone? I grow old, I grow old. I shall wear my trousers rolled. Except not my jeans, because that's ridiculous. Especially with sandals and colored socks. You've gotten shorter.
Just wider.
Me too. Weight of the world and all. When I was 14, I was above the national average in height. Now the world's passed me by. Physically, mentally, economically, geographically.
Geographically?
Well, except if I lived with the Baka Pygmies in Cameroon, then I'd be, like a giant.
Oh, I suppose. Oh, I love this book. I've read it to all my kids. I gave this to you first.
Don't go senile on me. I gave it to you.
Oh, just pulling your chain. I still have the paperback. I looked for the hardcover for years.
That's a first edition. Doesn't mean anything to anyone but you and me. Very little monetary value. Where is our waitress?
I ordered when you went out. They're busy. It's just before the play. Have a little patience. Which one's our waitress?
Ponytail?
Hostess.
Well, then obviously the other one.
We have a waiter. You never have paid attention to the servers. You're prejudiced. No worse, a snob.
I am not a snob, and I'm not a people pleaser either. But I treat everyone equally. Your ex, now he was a schmoozer. Called them by name, always joking, and he'd leave a 5% tip. Me, I'm polite. I don't complain unless they mess up terribly. And I'll never see them again, and I leave 20%. Really, that's the recognition they prefer.
So how the hell are you? It's been so long this time.
No pain, no laughter, just coasting.
What happened? Tell me.
I don't know. Affair? Midlife crisis? Drifted apart, I guess. I really don't know. Surprise! Actually, nothing happened, and if it had, it would have been totally irrelevant.
You never tried to work it out? See a counselor? Nothing? I saw her just a week before at the reunion. She said everything was great.
Counseling really takes two. Yeah, she said, let's end on a high note. Said she didn't want to drag it out. Crash, marriage broken, family broken, heart broken.
And no explanation.
What would that have accomplished, really? She said she didn't want to hurt me. I guess she just has a gift. Totally unexpected, totally inevitable, totally irrelevant. You're a family counselor / therapist, so this won't make any sense to you. I mean, it doesn't fit the standard analysis. It was more like a death. I went from silent desperation to denial to, what's the 7th level of dealing with a death? Acceptance, resignation, you know, all that. What if I'd done this or said that? If only this had happened, what did I do wrong? I knew it was my fault while thinking it was really her fault. All completely off track. So I'm reading this book, a history book, and everything falls into place. Or maybe everything stopped making sense, which is just the same.
You've lost me. I want to understand this. Explain it to me.
Okay. In teaching history, we're always trying to find that line between cause and effect, which will explain everything. Follow it back to the root cause. But we also have the realization that nothing is inevitable until it happens, which actually cancels out cause and effect. So I'm reading this book about the pragmatists 100 years or so ago and the Supreme Court decisions, and that actually the judges decide everything first, then go back and find the reasons. Like backward planning at school. Decide the lesson, then figure out how to get there. There. No blame, no fault, no guilt, nobody's fault. No matter what you do, it's a consequence of what you have already decided. It already existed in the past. It would be like seeing an event in reverse. Except that unless the event happens, there is no reverse.
Isn't that just a rationalization?
Maybe, but it's a conscious rationalization. Or better, a justification. You remember how we used to drive to work and we'd listen to John Denver's Country Roads? And you'd always say, let's just keep going. We never did. We never would. But if we had, our lives would be very different. And it would have been no less inevitable than getting off the freeway and going to school.
Did you ever think about it? I know you did, but I mean still. If I hadn't been married.
We made our choices. You were married. I was single. I was married. You were single. I'm single. You're married. I've outlived all desires. How are you guys doing?
Great, really great. Do you remember how that guy I was dating told me I could have that mole removed? Out of nowhere the other night, Ken looked at me and asked me if I had put it there just so that he could love me more. He's really wonderful. We've been so busy though since he took that construction job. He's gone 3 weeks out of every month. When he's home, we're so tired. With the kids, the animals, the house, and work. Half the time we fall asleep as soon as the kids do. Making love's just one more chore.
That's why it pays to be a Methodist. Protestant ethic and all.
What does that have to do with?
Chores. We like doing chores. What's the big favor?
I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to forget it for the rest of your life. I want you to do something. Promise me something.
I'm not renaming my firstborn, and Rumpelstiltskin is a stupid name.
When your dad died, you said you wished you had pulled the plug. Do you still feel that way?
He would have died if it hadn't been for that pacemaker. He lay in the VA hospital for 2 years, withering away. He never recognized me. I can't say he suffered, but I know he wouldn't have wanted to have lived that way or died that way. He just wasted away. He was taken care of, but I just wish I could have done something. If that happens to me, I think I'll pass on the pacemaker. And now, my oldest brother, his hands are shaking. And in 5 years, he knows he'll be in a wheelchair. And what? 20 years of that?
You know, I took care of my mom for the last 5 years.
Yeah, the last time I saw her, she was pretty far gone. No offense, I wouldn't have recognized her.
It was like taking care of a child. She had no memory of who she was, where she was. She'd walk outside and stand in the yard, not knowing where she was going. And for the last year, she would just sit and cry, or walk around and cry, or whimper. On her most lucid days, she just kept saying she wanted to die. I tried to talk to her to calm her, but she didn't know me. It was hard, but now it haunts me. Ted, I even had to clean her up like a baby. I don't want to have my children take care of me like that. If I'm that far gone, I don't want to be kept alive.
I've thought that too. But what if, just suppose you get to that point, but then are no longer able to do anything about it? You have a husband and kids to make that decision. I've thought about that too. I'd like to fall off the cliffs of Moher, or be hit by a meteor, or something spectacular, or die saving somebody, something significant.
They could never do it. We don't really agree. I can't ask them. I want to make that decision. I have made that decision. I'm not saying it's right or wrong for anyone else, but I know what I want. It's right for me. We've talked about this before. You haven't changed on this, have you?
You know, our folks are pretty old when they went. Odds are we're worried about something that'll never happen. 20, 30, 40 years, they'll have all kinds of cures by then.
When it's time to worry, it'll be too late. My mother couldn't decide whether to go to the bathroom or wet her pants, for Christ's sake. I've lived with this for years. I don't want my kids to take care of me like that. I don't want my grandkids to take care of me. And I don't want a stranger to take care of me. I've taken care of this. It's perfectly legal. You have to sign where I put the yellow tabs. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm trusting you to take care of this. Can you do that? Can you promise?
Even better. I can trade you. I will trade you. Whoever goes first. I like this. This is perfect for me too. Problem solved. Sight unseen, whatever you've put in this letter, that's what will happen. And I'll send you a letter, perfectly legal, and we'll keep the letters between ourselves.
What letters?
came.
Yes, I came.
I was afraid you wouldn't.
Why? We're just saying hello, that's all. It's been a long time.
Yeah, a very long time.
20 years.
Crazy. How can we be that old?
Hey, speak for yourself. Beautiful night.
Yeah, it feels good to get out of that room. Too many people.
There are a lot of us. When you add in the whole class and our spouses. Your wife seems nice. Very pretty, too.
Yeah, she's great. And your husband seems great. And funny.
Yeah. He's a hoot, always laughing.
Laura, I don't know how much time we have before the others start wondering where we went, and I really need to tell you.
I know. You don't have to tell me anything.
Yeah, I do.
No, really. It's probably better if you don't. Tell me about your kids.
I already did inside. I showed you their pictures.
They look like your wife.
Laura.
What were their names again?
Come on, Laura, let me say
I better
this.
go.
I still love you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I never stopped.
It was just a childhood crush. We were each other's first love, first time. It's always hard to let go of the first one.
It was more than that.
And now we're all grown up and have children of our own and are married.
I can't stop thinking about you.
I'm leaving.
Please don't go. We won't have this time together for another 10 years or...
Okay, I'll stay. But let's not talk about the past.
Are you over me?
What?
Are you over me?
We were children. Now we're grown. I'm not in love with you anymore.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. Now I can move on with my life and forget about you.
Good. Chris, why are you doing this?
Blame it on the punch. I think someone spiked it.
You asked me to marry you when you were 18 years old.
Yep.
We were too young to get married back then.
True. You probably saved us a ton of grief.
Why are we out here talking about love?
Do you regret it?
What?
Saying no to me. Do you ever wonder what it might have been like if we'd gotten married and run off to Italy like we'd planned?
Sometimes.
We could be traveling around Italy still. You painting and me playing the guitar. We could be living in Venice right now.
Chris, it's a dream. A wonderful dream with zero chance of coming true.
We didn't give it a chance.
Maybe we didn't, but what's done is done. There's no going back now.
Why not?
Don't be crazy. You know perfectly well why.
Are you happy?
Chris.
A simple yes or no. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy, and you're very drunk. So let me go.
Maybe you're right. But the alcohol has given me the courage to tell you the truth, and I don't know how much time we have, so I'm just going to say it all right now. If you don't want to hear it, you better go.
What do you want to tell me?
I want you. I still want you. I never stopped wanting you, and I never will. I think about you every day. And I'm so hungry for you right now that I'm afraid that if I kiss you, I won't be able to stop myself. I love my wife, but she's nothing compared to you. It's tearing me apart inside. How can I be a good husband to her when you're all that I think about?
It's just the alcohol. Tomorrow you'll feel differently.
No, that's the problem, Laura. I felt this way for 20 years.
Chris, it's a dream. Me, Italy, is longing for something else. It's all a dream.
Your hands are the same. Same beautiful hands from my dreams.
So much has changed, Chris. We've changed.
You still paint?
No, not really.
Why?
I don't know. The kids in the cafe keep me busy.
You need to paint.
And what about you? Do you still play guitar?
Yeah, every chance I get. I mean, it doesn't pay the bills, so I have to drive a tow truck, but I play when I can. See, I still have calluses.
That's good. I'm glad you never stopped.
What about you? I mean, you don't paint anymore. Your hair's up. You're wearing gray. You used to wear bright colors no matter how many people at school made fun of you.
I told you. I grew up. We both did.
I grew up, but you grew up too much.
So now that the lovemaking over, it's time for the lecture, right?
No lecture. I'm just worried about you, that's all.
Don't be, I'm fine.
Are you happy?
Yes, completely.
Doing what you want?
Of course not, I'm a mother.
Yeah, I can hear that. I mean, it gets hard always giving to other people, no time for yourself. You can get lost in the parenthood gig.
I'm not lost.
Are you sure?
Okay, I'm not happy, but I'm not miserable either. I'm content.
But I want you to be happy. That's why I didn't fight you when you went away, but now I wonder if I should have fought harder to keep you.
We were too young, that's all.
Not so young now, though.
Not so young, but married to other people.
What if we were free?
Free.
Would you come to Italy with me?
If we were free, yes, I would.
It'd be wonderful.
I always liked your hands. You know, that's what attracted me first, your hands playing that guitar of yours.
I fell in love with your ass.
How romantic!
Hey, what do you expect? I was 17. But it was your eyes that kept me hooked.
Do you really still think about me?
Every day.
I still think about you too. It bugs me.
So what are we gonna do?
Nothing.
Why not? The truth's out. You still love me, don't you?
Yes.
And I'm crazy about you. So what are we gonna do?
Nothing. I told you. It was a long time ago and we're married to other people. We're not going to Italy with each other, so you can stop dreaming about it.
Fine. We're not going to Italy with each other. But I get to keep dreaming about it if I want to.
It's better if you don't.
Maybe you're right. But I told you. I can't help it.
Okay, let's go.
What?
We could, you know, there's nothing making us go back into the reunion and joining our spouses. We could just turn our backs and walk away from the whole thing, the job and the kids and the house, and go to Italy like we planned. So why don't we?
Are you joking?
No,
Drunk?
only a little.
Enough to talk crazy.
I thought you wanted me to go with you.
I do. It's just...
That's the biggest difference between me and you. You think that life just happens and you wind up where it puts you. But I know life is choices. We could choose to stay or go, move to Italy, or go back into the ballroom. It's that simple. Coming?
Wait. You can't be serious. A minute ago you were saying it was just a dream.
It is, but we could make it come true if we want.
I don't know.
Afraid?
A little. And I don't want to hurt my wife. I love her. Just not as much as I love you.
I don't want to hurt my husband.
Then what are we doing?
Talking about possibilities. Nothing says we have to stay with the life we chose.
What about our kids?
It will hurt them.
Why'd you get so cold-blooded?
I'm a realist, and I'm very careful what I wish for.
You're playing some kind of head game.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to show you that we really have a choice here. Just like when we made our decision 20 years ago.
You decided.
I decided. And sometimes I think about my decision and I wonder what would have happened if I had gone with you. Please don't be angry.
I'm not. I'm just... I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're right. I shouldn't be so careless with my wishes.
We should go back in. Your wife's probably wondering where you went.
Yeah, and your husband's probably getting worried. He's not prone to violence when he gets jealous, is he?
He's not even prone to jealousy. Coming?
Yeah. In a minute.
Just because I commented on how an all-tofu and kale diet might not be helping you very much, doesn't mean I was calling you fat.
Oh, really? Well then, please, enlighten me. What exactly did you mean, dickwad?
Let's just say constant hunger doesn't suit your personality very much.
Oh, so you weren't calling me fat. You were calling me a cranky bitch.
Yeah, that's about right.
Fine, enjoy cancer and a heart attack at 35, jerk face.
Enjoy eating stuff that tastes like it's been in the trash for 3 weeks.
Please, please, please. Yes. Hey, I was hoping you would be online. My family's driving me insane.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, what have you been up to today?
I've just been around town and stuff. What about you?
Oh, you know, whatever. I wrote some poetry, ate some food.
Wow, poetry? That's cool. I'd love to hear some someday.
Maybe someday I'll write some for you.
Oh, he's so sweet. What are you doing right now?
Just smoking in my room.
Oh, that's so hot. OMG, I'm so hungry.
Maybe you should eat some cereal or something.
That sounds amazing. BRB. Put out the cigarette ash breath, you're sickening.
Sneaking out to the kitchen, are we? That can't be tofu you've got. Doesn't smell like something died. Hey, do you have a webcam?
I did, but I lost it.
Dang, that sucks. I borrowed my sister's.
Bummer. It's so nice that you and your sister are friends. My brother is a douchebag.
LOL. Yeah, me and my sis are pretty chill. Hey, I need the laptop charger.
Tough!
Fine, I hope you electrocute yourself.
Hey, do you want to play a game?
Like what?
20 questions.
Yeah, can we ask anything?
Anything. Smiley face.
Ladies first.
Underwear or panties?
Underwear or panties? This chick is so hot. Oh. Slut!
Stop stealing my underwear, pervert!
Oh, we're gonna get all personal, are we? Panties, much sexier.
Your turn.
How far have you gone with a boy?
Shit. I don't want to seem too innocent. Well, I've been to first, stole second, skipped third, and hit home.
Dude, score!
How far have you gone with a girl?
Oh. Well, I've gotten all the way around a couple of times, but I like to wait for a special girl.
You are so sweet.
Okay, my turn. Romeo or Juliet?
Romeo or Juliet? Romeo, I'm not a lesbian.
Haha, that's not what I meant, but good to know.
I definitely like boys.
So, do you like me?
Oh my god, what should I say? I have to pee, I'll BRB.
I might as well go too. Stop looking at yourself in the mirror. Get out!
What? Are you finally going to do something about that unibrow? Ew. I like you, smiley face.
Would you meet me?
Yes, where?
How about Dutch Brothers, on the corner of State?
Yeah, I love that place. I'll see you there around 4. I'll be wearing a pink scarf and hat.
Okay, I'll be wearing a green cap.
I can't wait.
Okay, me either. See you soon.
What do you want?
Hey, I need a ride into town.
Why in the world would I give you a ride?
Because by some flaw in God's great plan, I'm related to you.
Actually, I decided a long time ago that some disoriented Eskimos from Russia dropped you off on our doorstep.
Fine, and because I'll tell Mom that the dent in the side of the car wasn't actually caused by a rabid deer that miraculously hit you.
I thought we decided that you didn't mention that if I didn't mention the late night reading material currently hidden under your bed.
You take me into town and I'll wash the dishes for a week and write your English sonnet for you.
Desperate, are we? I want an A on that sonnet, and I want the bathroom first every morning.
You want me to slit my wrists and write this out in blood?
Just get your stuff. Let's go.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been almost 2 years since my last confession. I know, that's a long time.
The absence is not what's important, my son. The fact that you've returned to us is everything.
Like the prodigal son, right? The confession doesn't matter as much as the returning.
Well, that's certainly one way of looking at it, but confession is necessary for absolution.
That's why I've come back.
Are there sins weighing heavily on your heart?
Yes, Father.
Then confess them and you will be absolved.
Honestly, I'm not sure where to begin. I know I've sinned quite a lot, but I can only bring myself to be properly penitent for a few of them.
Well, my son, there's nothing I can do if you're not prepared to be absolved. Oh, contrition is absolutely essential for absolution.
No, Father Thomas. I am contrite, certainly. And I must be absolved.
All right, then, how have you sinned?
Well, I've taken the Lord's name in vain a few times, in situations of extreme stress. I'm sorry for that.
Good start. Are there any other sins?
I suppose I can't stop now.
Think of how much lighter your soul will feel after you've obtained forgiveness for all of your sins, my son.
You're right, Father. My wife and I have been having some problems.
What kind of problems?
We've been growing apart. I was promoted to partner at my law firm last year, and since then, well, I haven't been home very much. Late nights, early mornings, short lunches, you know. I know she was feeling lonely since that started, but I'm so tired at the end of the day, I just haven't always taken time to listen to her. I know I should have, and I'm sorry.
Having marital difficulties is not a sin.
I'm getting to my sins.
All right, go ahead.
It got worse about a year ago when she told me she wanted to have a child. But I guess that's my first big sin. I know we're not supposed to use birth control, but we've used some form of it since we met.
Are you sorry for it?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. I know every life is sacred and all that, but I sacrifice that sacrament for convenience. But I can't say in good faith I won't do it again either. It would be irresponsible to bring a child into the world I couldn't adequately devote my time to.
If it's such a poor idea for you to conceive now, perhaps you and your wife should consider abstaining until your lives are in a better place.
That's the funny thing. When I got promoted, my wife started throwing herself into her hobbies more than usual, especially volunteering at the soup kitchen we keep here at the church. Thought it was nice, honestly, because it got her off my back. Between her volunteering and my job, you're abstaining pretty well already. That's why what happened was such a surprise.
And what was that?
My wife, against all odds, and I mean all odds, conceived.
Well, you know, it only takes one time.
There were no times. She didn't tell me. I had no idea for a while. Well, until it started showing, I mean. Really showing. Since she was always sitting around eating ice cream when I got home, I thought nothing about it. I thought she was just packing on the pounds. Till I saw the phone bill and saw 8 calls to the OBGYN. That's when I knew she was fooling around.
Did you, confront your wife about this?
Damn straight! Ooh. Sorry, Father. That's another sin, I guess. Yes, I did confront her.
And was she forthright with you?
Actually, no. She said it was mine, and I must have forgotten since it was almost 7 months ago. Can you imagine? Imagine being with someone who was willing to lie to you for 7 months?
Are you certain she was lying?
Absolutely. Unless we had sex while I was asleep.
I have heard accounts upon which a husband and wife used to sleeping in the same bed.
Let me correct that. Unless I was sleepwalking. I snore, so we keep separate rooms.
I see.
In other words, either she was fooling around, or that was the second coming of Christ in there.
Only she can confess her sins, my son.
I think she's doing plenty of that right now. But you're right. I'm not here to talk about her.
The confessional is not designed to act as marriage counseling, you know.
Don't worry, I don't need that. I'm just trying to keep all my sins in order.
Go on, then.
Right. So, I was very angry with my wife, and I damned her in my heart. I know that's a sin.
And was that the end of it?
It was supposed to be. You've been our confessor since we were in college, so you know we've both forgiven each other of quite a bit.
It's not my place to judge. Only God can do that.
I know that, Father. I just wanted to do the right thing. Turn the other cheek. I took a pay cut at work. I made sure I had plenty of time to spend with my new family. I actually got excited about the idea of having a kid, even though it wasn't really my own. But she wouldn't tell me whose it was, and that was really pissing me off. Sorry. It was making me angry. I never got why God hated language so much.
God has his own rules for how his children are meant to behave. They aren't for us to change.
God also says we're supposed to kill a woman who lies with a man other than her husband, doesn't he?
Well, in the Old Testament, yes. You could find in Leviticus.
And her blood is only her fault? And whoever kills her hasn't committed murder, right?
Are you confessing to having committed murder in your heart?
No, Father Thomas. You see, I could never kill a pregnant woman, even in my heart.
I'm glad to hear that.
She gave birth on Tuesday. A little girl. She looks just like her mother, only small and wrinkly. We took her home the next day.
Aaron, I think you should go home and talk to your wife. This isn't my domain. I'm assigning you 3 Our Fathers for the sin of prevention of conception and 2 Hail Marys for every time you took the Lord's name in vain. God the Father of mercies.
Father Thomas, I haven't finished my sins.
You don't need a priest.
I know who she was sleeping with.
Your wife told you?
No. She told her mother a month ago. She had no idea I was right outside the room. Can you imagine? After months of wondering, finding out it was someone I trusted, someone I thought absolutely beyond sin.
No one is beyond sin, Aaron. No one except Jesus.
I could have forgiven her for that, I think. After all, it isn't as if she could have had a life with him, is it, Father?
No, it isn't.
He could never have given her the life I could. Could he, Father?
No. No, he never could.
Besides, I had my little girl. I'm calling her Eve.
You're calling her? What about your wife?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Last night, I committed murder.
No.
I found out my wife was planning to leave me. Nothing I did was ever good enough for her. I saw the 2 of you every Sunday sharing your special looks, and I couldn't do anything about it, could I? I had to sit and watch as everything I'd spent my life on slipped away. But now, everything's over. I'm taking Eve, and I'm leaving as soon as I'm absolved.
How could you?
Her blood is on herself, Father Thomas.
You think you'll get away with this?
I've closed my bank accounts, sold my house. I bought a new car with cash under a fake name. No one knows where I'm going. No one except you.
I don't know where you're going.
I'm going to live in Richmond, Virginia. I have no ties to it. There's nothing to link me there, so no one can figure out where I'm going. Unless, of course, you told them. But you can't, can you? If you tell anyone what I've told you here, your soul is damned eternally. Priest, penitent, privilege. And no one can legally compel you. I know. I'm a lawyer. So absolve me, Father. I'm sorry for sinning. Oh my God. I am heartily sorry for offending you, and I detest my sins, because I fear the loss of heaven and the pain of hell, but mostly because they offend thee, my God, who is all good and deserving of my love. And I firmly resolve to confess my sins, to penance, and amend my life. Amen. Well, Father, what is my penance?
Amy, wait! I didn't mean for it to happen. It's not what you think. Come on, Amy. You're the one I love. Look, can we work this out? You can't just throw away the last 7 years over one incident. Oh, I get it. The silent treatment.
You've got that right, asshole.
Well, that's progress. Last night I was a fucking prick. Look, I swear it was just one time. She came on to me and I don't know what I was thinking, but it'll never happen again, I promise. She doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, don't fall for that, dear.
Excuse me?
We've all heard that line before.
And you are?
Janet Redding, apartment 14A.
Rob Adams, 7C, and this is my wife, Amy.
Not for long.
Come on, you can't seriously be thinking of a divorce.
Excuse me, Jake Shepard, divorce attorney.
Jesus, you always conduct business in an elevator?
Only when the situation presents itself.
Sorry, pal, there's a situation here. Now, come on, Amy, we can work this through.
Well, of course you can. Michael Harrison, marriage family therapist. That's the problem with young people these days. You're too willing to give up on marriage. One little problem and you're ready to throw in the towel.
He fucked some blonde bimbo when he told me he was working.
What is this? Blonde and bimbo doesn't always have to be used in the same sentence, you know.
I'm sorry. It's just that makes him a liar and a cheat, and that's not a little problem.
No, of course not. By the way, sweetheart, I don't think you're a bimbo. Next time he tells me he's working late, you can't really believe him, right? It's a huge trust issue. Insurmountable. Excuse me, do you mind? Thanks. Let's see. I have an opening tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Perhaps we can discuss this in my office?
We're not discussing anything with you. Don't do anything hasty, Amy. We need to think this through.
Very wise of you, Rob. I happen to be available this afternoon at 2. You've been wounded. Your trust and respect for this man have been shattered. You're in an emotionally fragile place. You've done your wife a terrible wrong. And you're feeling guilty. But you love her, and you want to make the marriage work. Both of you need time to process this, with a little help, of course.
The only thing I want to process is his penis and a meat grinder.
That's the spirit. More of where that came from, you'll get to keep the car and the dog.
My husband had an affair with a blonde bimbo.
Will you guys just knock off the blonde bimbo crap?
Sorry. Cooked and cleaned for that man for 25 years, and he leaves me for some peroxide slut barely out of college. You aren't by any chance dating a fat, bald man with a Hitler mustache?
It's not her type.
How would you know?
My type? What is my type?
Tall, dark, and handsome?
How would you know he's not her type? Oh my God, is she the blonde bimbo you slept with?
Hey! Look, I've had it with you lot. Just because I'm blonde doesn't mean I'm a bimbo. For your information, I happen to have a master's degree in education.
Really? How about some love lessons over dinner?
No thanks.
Lunch?
I don't think so.
How about coffee?
Look, buddy, lady said no, so piss off.
You are sleeping with her.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is. My Bill wore that same guilty expression.
I'm not guilty of anything.
Nope, just sleeping around.
Slept, okay? Slept. Not sleeping, slept as in one time.
God, the woman you screwed lives in our building. How could you?
Hey, me, it was a mistake.
Don't touch me, you jerk.
Oh, there, dear. They're all jerks.
A mistake? Is that what I am? A mistake?
Not now, Lisa.
Some wild ride, huh?
Great. Why don't they ever get these elevators fixed? Now, Rob, since we're not going anywhere till they get this stupid thing moving again, shall we talk about what a mistake I was?
That's a wonderful idea, Lisa. There are some very raw emotions going on here. We need to communicate, talk about things, how we feel, process the issues.
I didn't mean you were a mistake. I meant, you know, what we did. I'm sure you're a very nice person.
Perfect, Rob. Focus on the action, not the person.
Oh, you didn't think it was such a mistake when you were nibbling on my earlobe.
Terrific. That's a great place to start. Let's talk about the incident.
Will you shut up?
He nibbled on your earlobe? You bastard! How could you? The earlobe thing, that was our thing!
It is? I mean, yes, it's a special thing. Very special. But it's not like the belly button thing. You're the only woman I've ever done the belly button thing with.
I don't mean to get personal, but what the hell's the belly button thing?
When he circles the rim of your belly button with his tongue, and that thing he does with my navel ring, it's like, wow.
You did the belly button thing with her? Oh, you're the only woman I've ever done the belly button thing with. Jesus fucking Christ, Rob! I didn't even get the navel ring thing! I swear I am so out of here! Damn it! I'll be so out of here as soon as this friggin' elevator opens up!
10 o'clock still open.
I'll take it.
Amy, please. Let's give this another chance. We can work this out. Look, what's your name again?
Michael Harris.
Michael can see us at 2. Can we get another shot? We can talk about what an ass I was. You can call me every name in the book.
I have nothing to say to you. What other thing did you do with her, huh, Rob?
Nothing.
Well, there was that behind the knee thing.
The behind the knee thing? That was our thing!
What? That's not my thing. I've never done the behind the knee thing. Hell, I don't even know what it is.
Not you, Lisa.
Lisa?
It's our thing.
You and her?
Oh, it was the one-time thing, Rob. She doesn't mean anything to me.
You had an affair with my wife?
And my husband!
This is getting interesting.
Bill always said I could never do the behind-the-knee thing like his mistress. 25 years, 2.5 decades I gave that man, and he dumps me for some behind-the-knee thing, bimbo!
You fucked her husband?
Well...
The bald fat
With the
man?
Hitler mustache?
Yeah, okay, I fucked him.
Jesus, you sure get around.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did I mention I have a sex addicts group Thursdays 2 p.m.? We'd love to see you.
I'm sure you would. Am I the only one not getting laid around here? Man, the laundry room must have been a very busy place.
Elevator, actually.
Pure
So you screwed her husband, and his wife, but you won't have coffee with me.
You're single.
What, you just hang around the elevator preying on married men?
She married a woman, apparently.
I do find them irresistible.
You whore! How can you go around ruining other people's marriages?
Hey, I did all of you a favor. At least you know what two-timing losers your spouses are.
Now I'm a loser. A few minutes ago, you're bitching about being called a mistake. Boy, was I a dumbass. Sorry, Amy. I can't believe I was taken in by her blowing in the ears thing.
I can't believe I was too.
Well, thank God we're moving again.
Look, can't we give this another shot, huh? I had a fling, you had a fling. I'd say we're even. We could start over.
No more behind the knee thing?
No more behind the knee thing.
What about the belly button thing?
That'll strictly be our thing.
What time did you say that appointment was again?
2 o'clock. Shall I pencil you in?
She doesn't mean anything to me!
Get lost, Brett.
Excuse me, Jake. Jake Shepard, divorce attorney.